Good morning, welcome to Morning Maths, day 15. You just need pencil and paper. Copy me if you need to, go faster than me if you can. Question 1, year 3 level. Value of the 5 in 35. 35. You have 5 in the units column, or ones column. You have 3 in the tens column. There's a picture of the 5 units. There's a picture of the 3 tens. You can see which is bigger. 3 tens is bigger than 5 units. You can see from the picture is bigger. They want to know the value of the 5. Well, the answer is then 5 units. That's all they want to know, 5 units, and in digits that is of course 5. So there's our answer to question 1. Whoops. Just give you a chance to copy that if you need to. And we'll move on to question 2. Question 2 is addition, so slightly different to what we've been doing so far. 43 plus 8. There's different ways to do this. One way you could do this is you could count this on your fingers. It's past the end of the number line. Not that many number lines go up this far. If you've got 100 square, you could use that. But one way you can do it is I can count this on my fingers. So I'd say 43 when I had my fists closed. Just had my fists there with no fingers up. I'd say 43. Then I'll start counting on my fingers. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So I just started on 43 and then started counting 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. I got to 51, which is the answer. 43 plus 8 is 51. So you can count these up on your fingers. Just to make that clear, I start with my fists closed and then I'll start putting the fingers up as I start counting. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. I stop counting when I've got up to 8 fingers because that was what I was supposed to add on. I've got 8 little marks here, haven't I? 5 and then another 3. You can make marks on a page any way that you just know you're counting on 8. Now you may or may not have done the column method for addition, which is another way of doing it. That works like this. 3 plus 8, well that you can do in a number line. 3 plus 8, I'll start on the 3 and I'll add 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gets us to 11. So you're only allowed to write one digit in each square, so we carry this 1. So it says 11, but one of them has moved into this place value. One goes in the units and the other one goes to the tens. Then you just do 4 plus this little 1 is 5. And it's 51. We knew that already. That's a different way of doing it. Let's move on to question 3. Question 3 we'll just do on a number line. 9 take away 7. 9 take away 7. Let's move this over a bit. If I can. I don't think I can for some reason. So 9 take away 7. Start on 9. We're going to take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go down to 2. I can just fit that in anyway. 9 take away 7 equals 2. Let's go on to question 4. 5 times 8. So we get 5, but we get it 8 times. So it'll be quite a lot. We can sing our 5 times table up to 8 fingers. So I'm counting on my fingers as I sing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. By the time I got to 8 fingers, I said 40, because 5 times 8 is 40. Question 5. 12 divided by 2. You're probably getting used to these ones now. We can get 12 and share them out between 2, because divide means sharing, or putting things into little groups. Let's get some green counters this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can share those 12 between 2. So one over this side of the orange box, one over this side. Or 2 over that side. Well, let's make it equal then. Now they both got 2. Got to share them fairly. One over here, one over here. One over here, one over here. One over here, over here. One over here. Oh, that's right. One over here. Both groups have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because 12 divided by 2 equals 6. That's what we'll write down for our answer. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Let's go to Year 4 level questions. Question 6. Here we go with question 6. Value of the 8 in 4,358. Well, this is easy. It's in the units column. Not the tens, hundreds or thousands, just the units column. So the answer is 8 units. In digit form, of course, just 8. Let's go on to question 7 straight away. Question 7. 8 added to 579. I'm going to write, added to of course means plus, doesn't it? I'm going to write 579 on the top line. I do prefer that when the number is so much bigger than just the 8 that we're adding. 579 plus 8. You could count this on the fingers because you could say 579 when your fists are closed. And then you go 580, 581, 582, 583, 584, 585, 586, 587. By the time you get to 8 fingers being up, you've said 587, which will be the answer. In column method, it works like this. And you get 587. So there's different ways of doing that. Some of you might just be able to do that in your head. Let's move on to question 8. 7 less than 50. It's another one which some of you might be able to do in your head. 7 less than 50. 7 less than 10 is 3. 7 less than 50 is 43. So it will be 43, but I'll do the column method to check that it is 43. Takeaway makes things smaller, so make sure the 50 got smaller. Went down to 43. Move on to question 9. I can fit that on here. Well, no, I can't because I've got to do the grid method. Let's do it up here then. Number 9. Grid method takes a bit of space, doesn't it? Those lines are so messy. I mean, I don't use a ruler like you should because it would just take so long on the video. You'd get very bored watching me do it. So I try to do it as straight as I can without. You should, of course, use a ruler. 235 multiplied by 3. So 235 multiplied by 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Place 2 zeros. Do you remember that? 3 times 3 is 9. Place 1 0. 3 times 5 is 15. We have to add up our 3 blue answers. 690 and 15. That's a bit difficult to add. I'm going to put the 690 straight together. You can see how they go together, can't you? 690 is 690. So to save time, I'm going to put them together, then add the 15. That might be a bit harder to add because it goes over the hundreds. But it ends up being, that's not right. 9 plus 1. What am I doing? 0 plus 5 is 5. 9 plus 1 is 10. There wasn't a carried one. I'd put one in. 705. That's correct. 235 multiplied by 3 is 705. And we're on question 10. This is the bus stop. This is one of the easiest bus stops you'll do for division. 484 divided by 4. It's so easy because 4 goes into 4 exactly once. 4 into 8, 4, 8, exactly twice. 4 into 4 exactly once. 121. Nice simple bus stop. And it's time for question 11, year 5 level questions. We're on decimals with year 5, so value of the 3 in 5.73. Value of the 3 in 5.73. There's the 3. It's not in the units column. As units comes before the decimal point. Then you get tenths, which you write like this, or maybe like this. And then you get hundredths, which you write like this, or maybe like this. 3 is worth 3 hundredths. So let's write our answer for number 11, 3 hundredths. Not the same as 3 hundreds, because they're really big things. Hundredths are really small things. As a fraction, it's 3 out of 100. You break something into 100 equal pieces, you've only got 3 of them. As a decimal, it's 0.0. Everything's 0 except for the thing we were talking about, the 3. That's the decimal version. So we got 3 answers. The words answer, really, 3 hundredths, the fractions answer, and the decimal answer. In case you didn't know, fractions and decimals are basically the same. They just look different. They are just parts of something, bits of a whole number. Let's go on to number 12. 127 increased by 127. Right, increased by, slightly new vocabulary, means plus. You could, of course, do 127 times 2, if you prefer that. So I'll do the plus. 254, that looks right. 27 times 2 is 54. 100 times 2 is 200. That wasn't too difficult. Let's move on to question 13. We have 205 minus 187. 205 minus 187. All right, 5 take away 7, we can't do. 5 needs some help. There's no help there, none, literally. So go to here. 2 goes down to a 1. Get this one. Now 10 can go down to a 9, and we get this one. 15 take away 7 is 8. 9 take away 8 is 1, and 0. It's just 18. 205 take away 187 is just 18. You don't need the 0 at the front, of course, do you? 18, and let's move on to question 14. I'll do the standard method here. I'm usually going to do the standard method in year 5. But as I always say, you know what I'm going to say. You can do the grid if you want. Right, 6 times table. So not one of the easiest times tables. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 4, 46. 6 times 6, 36 plus 4, 40. 6 times 3, 18 plus 4, 22. 22,068. If you have a comma, it goes there. Let's cross out these little ones. 22,068. As an estimate, this actually rounds to 4,000 rather than 3,000. 4,000 times 6 would be 24,000. But as it wasn't quite 4,000, it's a bit less. So, sounds right. Let's do question 15. Bus stop. Divided by 5, that's nice and easy. 9, 8, 4, 5, divided by 5. 9,845 divided by 5. So 5 into 9. How many 5s fit into 9? 5, 10, too many. 5 is just 1. 1 5 fits exactly into 5, but that's 9. So the remainder is 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 remainder. How many 5s in 48? Loads. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 is 9. I can't go past 45, otherwise I would end up going past 48. So from 45 to 48 is remainder 3. How many 5s in 34? Is 6, remainder 4. And how many 5s in 45 is 9, which we did earlier. 1,969. That looks okay. And we're on year 6 level. For those people still going. Value of the 7, 475,358. Value of the 7. Now this is, I think, the most difficult one. This column tricks people sometimes. This is a comma, by the way. So, units, tens, hundreds, thousands. Just some people miss out the tens of thousands comma. And this is a very... They often ask you for this column in a test because it's one of the more difficult ones. Tens of thousands, that's where the 7 is. So what's that 7 worth? It's worth 7 10,000s. 7 10,000s. Now this can be quite difficult to write in digits. But the easy trick is write the 7 underneath their number and then just change the rest to zeros. And you'll see that 7 10,000s is the same as 70,000. So the answer is 7 10,000s, which is 70,000. Question 17. We can do this in our head. 3 plus 3.5 is 6.5. If you want to do the column method, it goes like that. That was easy. 3 plus 3.5 is 6.5. Question 18. We've been doing these each day, these type of questions. Question 18. So we've got 8 take away 1.42. 8 is bigger than 1 and a bit. So 8 goes at the top. But we're going to say that 8 is the same as 8 point nothing or 8 point nothing nothing, so that we can line up our numbers nicely. That's the trick for these takeaways. You'll need to put those zeros on to make this one work in the column method. 0 takeaway 2 we can't do. Go there, go there. 10 takeaway 2 is 8. 9 takeaway 4 is 5. 7 takeaway 1 is 6. 8 takeaway 1 and a bit is 6 and a bit. That makes sense. Number bonds check. If you do number bonds checks, 42 slots together with 58 to make 100. Let's go to question 19. 97 times 8. 97 times 8. Standard method. This is really not too difficult. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 9 is 72, plus 5, 77. Let's check that. I almost made a mistake there. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. That's right. Plus 5 is 77. 2 plus 5 is 7. 776. This is easier than the one year 5 had for multiplication, but I had more trouble with it. Weird that. Let's go on to question 20. 40,000 divided by 2. Divided by 2 is halving. Half of 40,000 is 20,000. A lot of you could probably do that in your head. If not, or if you just want to check, do a quick bus stop and you'll see it's a very quick bus stop. Lots to write, but easy to do. And it is 20,000. So let's move on to the answers. There they are. So I'll see you next time. Well done.